Hey guys, it's Sam, and this is my spoiler-free review of A Master of Djinn by P Djeli Clark. This is the first book in, I don't know how many books we're gonna get in this series because we haven't gotten a sequel announced yet, and that bothers me. But it's a adult fantasy series. This takes place in 1912 in Cairo, and this is a fantasy Cairo, so very different than ours. It follows the main character of Fatma, who is the first female detective in basically like their paranormal agency, like their paranormal investigation agency. They don't call it that, they call it something else, but that's basically what it is. In this world about 50 years ago, a magician basically opened up a portal between the Djinn world and our world. So now there are a bunch of Djinn and as well as angels, but they aren't really angels. They're like mechanical. We don't really know what their deal is. There's a bunch of like Djinn creatures and things. So magic now exists in our world. At the beginning of the story, a cult essentially, or a secret society dedicated to him are all murdered. And so Fatma gets called into this case and we sort of follow what's going on from there. So first off, I'm gonna talk about the world building. I love this world. This world is so fun. So steampunk, great. Sometimes steampunk can be like very, I don't know, sort of hokey. I really like steampunk, but like there's a fine line. This, perfect, fun. All of the elements are so interesting. So we have that mixed with like the Djinn and like the lore there and just like Egyptian lore. There's also like old gods, so like Egyptian gods and things are brought up and brought in, and just like all these different kinds of magic that are very interesting and that get introduced to you in a very non-info dumpy way. Like this whole world felt so lush and so real and so vivid, and I enjoyed that so much. Next, I'm gonna talk about our characters. Our main character, Fatma, fantastic. She's also Sapphic, and she has a Sapphic relationship. Her partner is also fantastic, awesome. Fatma dresses essentially as like what she calls a dandy, so she dresses up in like these really vivid suits that are talked about a lot. And she's just a really great, fun character who can be like a little bit stubborn, a little bit impulsive, but essentially like a very smart person. There's a lot of different people that she meets as far as like the investigation and stuff, that they all feel really like fleshed out and real and interesting. There's so many different interesting characters, how all of them like intersect and interact, and it's funny. There's a lot of like witty banter and things, and it's just overall like a really good time. Can you tell I had like just a really good time with this book? Last thing to talk about the plot. Again, fast-paced mystery story. There's a lot of like twists and turns. You're trying to like, you know, figure everything out with her. Lots of different things like weave in and come back around, and like everything is important. Again, this world is like so interesting and lush that even the mystery of the world is a fun experience, but then we have this added mystery of like this story. I found the villain to be like an interesting like thing to explore as well, and could have gone very mustache twirling, but actually ended up being like pretty interesting and just overall good. I enjoyed this whole thing. This is like a super fun ride. Really looking forward to the rest of this series. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Super entertaining, and I am distraught that we don't have an announcement for like a next book. Like there's gonna be a next book, but there's not even like a slot for it on Goodreads. The author has not mentioned it as of the filming of this video, which is the beginning of the month. So if he mentions something between then and now, I'm very excited about it and I will know about it. But as of the filming now, that has not happened. And yeah, I would love more. This was so fun. So 5 out of 5 stars, contender for a new favorite for sure. So comment below, let me know what you thought of A Master of Djinn. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye.